He wants the Q-tip and to throw it away. The Q-tip to throw it away. And we're making the pizza. Hold up, wait. And we're tossing it. And we're catching that pizza. We're making that dough, baby. We're making the dough, and we're going to put it in the oven. Put it in the oven for baby and me. What's up, team? Good morning and happy Money Monday. Woo! I'm excited to be here. It is January 24th, 2022, baby. 9 o'clock in the morning. And boy, oh boy, do we got some opportunity in the market today. I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I hope you guys are all fired up and ready to rock and ready to roll for an amazing, what will be, team? What will be an amazing day in the market? Dougie, what's up? Dougie, everybody hit me with a good morning. Hit me with a happy Money Monday. Who's fired up? Who had a great weekend? Who's ready to go for this amazing freaking day? Beth, not only does Alpha teach, but he also teaches you how to trade and dance. Ron with the good morning. Dougie, burgers over tacos. Mexoids for a little spaz. What's up? Skylar Gets King Angel. What's going on? Crypto Cole in the house. Matt, movie star Rebecca, J. Cohen. So many members in chat today. Everybody's in the house. Everybody is ready to rock and ready to roll. Sam, Corey, Matt, Rob, Joshy is cold. Brr. Dude, it is like 30 degrees outside in Florida today. I am very, very cold. I'm so cold. Merlin, what's up? Thomas, Texas Cowboy. How we all doing this morning, team? Welcome back. Happy to have you here. And I'm so excited to be here with each and every one of you. So I hope you guys are just as fired up as I am. How are we doing over on YouTube? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got Denise, Curtis, Jason, Justin, Diego, Jeffrey. Everybody else hit me with that big old good morning. And here over the next 27 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be diving into the market. Where's the opportunity? Where should our focus be for today? Where is the best of the best opportunity? Where are those A-plus setups? Where's the profits, right? I know that's why you guys are here. Where are those profits? Well, over the next 27 minutes, team, we're going to be breaking down all of these stocks and identifying where that best opportunity is for those big time profits. All right, so let's go ahead and not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Martin, Joey, Alex, how we all doing, guys and girls? Like the stream, please. It really helps out. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. Hit that beautiful little notification bell so when we go live, you guys will know. And we're all set, ready to rock, team. So every single morning, as you all know, we post a morning stock newsletter. Now, what is the morning stock newsletter? Well, the morning stock newsletter is something I put together every single morning, breaking down every single stock that has news, right? Pre-market gappers, down gappers, large cap gappers, earnings this week, all that good stuff. Prior day movers, really to get you guys prepared for the day. So today is Money Monday, January 24, 2022. And this is our morning stock newsletter from your boy, Alpha. All right, so good morning, traders. Happy Money Monday. Today marks the start of a brand new day and a brand new week full of brand new opportunities. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend and that you guys are fired up for a great day ahead. We absolutely had an amazing week here inside of chat and in the market. And you guys are absolutely crushing 2022. If I could curse here, if this was not a family-friendly stream, I would definitely be dropping some B-bombs right now. I'd be cussing it up because you guys are firing me up. You guys are motivating the crap out of me, and you are crushing 2022. What a strong and profitable month so far. Great job to all traders here inside of chat. Again, you guys know what time the live stream's up. If you're new to chat, the live stream is up every single morning at 7 a.m. and it doesn't shut down until 7 p.m. I jump on the mic every single morning right at 9 o'clock. We run it until about 12, and then periodically, a few days during the week, we come back for what we call Power Hour Trading from 2:30 until 4 o'clock. Every day we do lessons, Q&A sessions. You got that beautiful video lessons library. Guys, what a platform to be on, and it's only growing. As you guys know, we have some new features. We have some new things. Go ahead and check out the site. We've updated a lot, guys. Everything that you've been asking for is here. Everything that we've been waiting for is here. Phase 1 is officially complete. We are off to phase 2, which is a mobile application that should be here in about a week and a half. And then phase 3, integrating features and functionality with our trading partners. I don't want to give too much information away, but just imagine having all of the tools and resources you need in one place. News streamers, right? Unusual options flow. Logging your trades. Like what? Yeah, an interactive, on-demand trading journal right through the site, right through the platform. Really? Wow. Sounds pretty cool, huh? Well, yes, we are working hard on that to make sure we can provide all of the tools and resources that you need to be a consistent and profitable, self-sufficient, successful trader. So that is phase 3. We are working hard on that. So get ready to absolutely just blow this out of the water, guys. All right, so that's coming soon. So get fired up! Not only for that team, because we're going to hit it hard today in the market. We're going to make some big time profits. We're going to have some fun. We're going to learn together. And that's what we do every single day. Isn't that right? 100%, guys. So we got some stocks with news today, guys. Here is my outlook on the market. All right, we talked about this morning, right around 8:20 here inside of chat. Is my outlook on the market is earnings. We got earnings this week, right? Some big, really anticipated earnings. We got IBM tonight, Logitech tomorrow. We got Johnson & Johnson and 3M before the open tomorrow after the close. We got Microsoft and Texas Instruments. I'm just listing the top ones, the most anticipated ones. We got Boeing Wednesday, AT&T, and then NASDAQ is releasing their earnings as well. Wednesday after the close, we have Tesla, Intel. Here come Thursday, we have Apple. Got a lot of highly anticipated earnings this week. And what do we know during earnings season, right? Let's go ahead. Earnings season, what happens? We don't have a lot of volume with penny stocks. Why? Because everybody's watching earnings. Go ahead and apply this whole market crash. Market crash, the market's crashing. And when I go look at the SPY, I mean, it's down to 430. My goodness, guys. We're getting absolutely beaten down. But there is a definition to a pullback, to a correction, to a crash. A pullback, under 10%. 10% to 20%. Correction, anything over 20%, crash. But everybody is using the term crash because of how quick and how fast and hard we've moved down, like crash-like movement. But from a definition standpoint, we are not yet crashing, but we could be officially in a market crash. So apply a lot of volume and a lot of volatility and a lot of fear in the broader market. Where do traders want to be right now? When the SPY moves $5 to $10 a day, when the Q moves that much, Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, when these stocks are moving substantially, where do traders want to be? They want to be where that volatility is. That's how we make money in the market when stocks move, right? When the SPY's down almost 10 points, ouch, that hurts. From those pre-market highs to where we are now, man, that's where I want to be. And that's where I think 80 to 90% of other traders want to be as well. So apply the volatility in the market. Everybody's talking market crash. Everybody's watching the broader market. Now we have very anticipated earnings that could make the market even more volatile, even more. right? I mean, guys, it's going to be one crazy week in the market. So my outlook for penny stocks is there's probably not going to be the best of the best opportunity. Now, yes, there could be some, but again, it's going to be far and few, and it's going to be rough, be tough, because we do not have the focus with penny stocks. So guys, I'm telling you what, 80% of the morning, we're talking about the broader market. We're going to talk about these penny stocks that have opportunity today. But again, my focus is going to be with the SPY, the Qs, Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Disney, Home Depot, and Lowe's. And now is a great time to sell options as well. Corey, taking the words right out of my mouth. Higher volatility. When that VIX is high, guess what? It is a great time to sell options. Yes, and the VIX right now is at 33. The higher, the better. The more you get when you're an option seller. So, if you guys want to check this out, go to alphadaytrading.com. Go up to, you know, go up to Education Center, right? Go to Morning Stock Newsletter. You're going to find today's Morning Stock Newsletter, and you can go ahead and look at all of these penny stocks that have news, okay? Pre-market gappers, down gappers, large cap up gappers, prior day movers, and earnings as well. But from this list, okay, we have two stocks that we want to focus on. We have PIXY. The stock was moving a lot last week, and it has news again today. NFT-related news. EXTN. Another stock that has news this morning, right? They're combining, creating a premier integrated global provider for energy infrastructure. So Interflex Ltd. and EXTN are creating a premier integrated global provider of energy infrastructure. All right, so that's what we got going on there. PIXY is another stock that's getting some action this morning, launching a robust NFT gamification loyalty program. So these are the two stocks that we should keep on watch. EXTN clearly because it has the most amount of volume, trading the highest amount of relative volume, and it's the most consistent mover. Go look at BTBD. You guys really want to touch this? Nope. KSS, large float stock. Do we really want to be all over this? I don't think so, okay? What stocks have the opportunity right now? Well, we can clearly see based on the chart, EXTN is where a good majority of retail traders are for penny stocks. This stock from around $3 hitting highs of $5. We have some news. It's a lower float stock. It's 32 million in flow, and it has very high relative volume. On average, this stock trades 300,000 shares. 300,000. Today, almost 16 million. So we could see right there, that's where the volume is. That's where the traders are. This is where the penny stock opportunity could be. All right, so we got $5 psychological resistance. $5 is the second toughest level for penny stocks to break above. We can break above that level. Looking at the daily chart, we have room to 529, 540, and then 550. Now, if EXTN is a very strong stock, we could potentially see the stock all the way up towards around 580 and then $6 here on EXTN. Right now, we have support right around that 460 level. We came down, we bounced off the VWAP, prior resistance moving up to 5. So right now, we know where support's at. Support's at 460. If we lose that level, look left. That's all you have to do. Keep it simple. Look left. Look underneath these lows. 425. Underneath these lows. 393. These are going to be light levels of support if we crack 460. And we know we have the second toughest level for penny stocks to break above. That's going to be $5. Over 5, we have room to 529 and then 596. All right, team, on EXTN, one of the top penny stocks. If you guys are watching pennies out of the gate, this is going to be the number one penny stock that you guys want to watch right out of the gate. Again, we have great news. We have, well, not great news, but we have good news, okay? High relative volume, right? And it's a nice low flow stock. This stock could definitely get some action, all right? And then PIXY, right? Now, the whole NFT news is kind of overrated, right? Robust NFT gamification. You know, NFTs were hot at one point, right? Like pot was hot. Crypto-related stocks were hot. NFT-related stocks with news were hot at one point, but they're not as hot as what they used to be. So, with not so hot news, why are we going to be watching PIXY? Well, it's a low float stock, okay? And it was moving last week. The stock went from around $1 all the way to $1.92. So this stock has proven that, hey, it can move and it can hold on up. Now we have news to support a move higher again today. The only thing that we need to see is more volume, okay? Is more volume. This press release dropped at 8 o'clock. We traded 1 million shares, 1.9. On average, this stock trades 5.4. So we need a little bit more volume, but we have news. It's a prior day mover, and it's a fresh stock today as well. Definitely the second stock that I suggest you guys keep on watch today. All right, where's support right now? Over on PIXY. Well, I would throw your level of support all the way back down towards around 114. Okay, right around 114, the low level of support. However, I'd like to see the stock stay above Friday's close. Right, Friday's close right around 125. Also a psychological level of support as well. It's $0.25, right? 125. We do have room back up to this pre-market high. Okay, right around 172. And then over 172, we have room to 192 and then $2 here on PIXY. So we have news. Just need a little bit more volume. It is a low flow stock, but it's a prior mover that definitely could see some action today. So those are the top 2 penny stocks that I suggest watching. Okay, you have some prior day movers that we're just going to keep on watch. Not going to talk too much about these right now because they're not doing anything. Last week's movers, SPEV. Let's watch that today, guys. Okay, BBIG, right? Moving last week, pulling back the last 3 days from Wednesday. I still think we should keep BBIG on watch just to see if volume moves back into it. Then we'll go get prepared. We'll figure out where the best entries are, what the best opportunity is. Okay, DWAC moving last week as well. Let's see where this thing's going to bottom on off at, right? I think it has room down towards around $65 before we start to see buyers move back in. Another stock that we should keep on watch. But here's where I would say put your focus, not just EXTN or PIXY, but if you're not confident with trading options yet, okay, you're not confident with trading options, you do not want to get involved. Okay, you don't have a large enough account to short or to go long, for instance, on the SPY, on the Qs, on Tesla, on NVIDIA, right? And we know that 80% of the focus in the market is going to be on the broader market, the SPY, the Qs, these larger cap stocks. What can you guys do, right? If the market's dumping, what's going up? Anybody know? When the market's dumping, what moves to the upside? Anybody? Anybody know? We have what's called an inverse ETF. So an ETF is like the SPY. It's like the Qs. What does inverse mean? Opposite. Okay, so when the SPY and the Qs are dumping, these inverse ETFs will be ripping. All right, so let's go look at some of these inverse ETFs, and you guys can write these down. If we see the market just getting beaten up and it's continuing to fall and you want to short the crap out of the SPY and the Qs, but you're not confident with options yet, and you want to stick to where you're comfortable, you can go long on inverse ETFs. VXX, look at this, from 23 to 25. UVXY from 17 to 1944. SPXS from 2050 to 2173. When the SPY falls, when the Q falls, these inverse ETFs will go to the upside. Okay, so we're going to be watching the SPY and the Qs. If you guys want to take advantage of the SPY and the Qs in the broader markets to the short side, but you do not yet want to physically short shares, maybe you don't have the account to do so, maybe you don't want to trade options yet because you're not yet confident and you're still paper trading, you could look to go long on SPXS, look to go long on UVXY, look to go long on VXX. But here's the thing, you don't play these charts. You do not play these charts. You will play the SPY and the Qs. Your entries and exits will be based on what the SPY is doing, because these are going to move based on what the SPY is doing. So if you know that this correlates with the SPY and the Qs, but depending on what the SPY does is how this is going to move, your focus should be on the SPY, your focus should be on the Qs if you're looking to trade these inverse ETFs. Again, you got VXX, you have UVXY, and you have SPXS. Inverse ETFs, the most popular. So let's talk about the SPY, guys. The SPY this morning, I was waiting for a crack below that pre-market low, right? I was looking for a crack below that pre-market low. I had one target of 432.90. We lost that immediately. I had another target of 431. Not even being honored. Guys, we are absolutely getting wrecketed, right? I mean, we are just getting absolutely destroyed. Let's clear some of these levels out. And what we could see here is 437.91 way up here is going to be Friday's close. So if we bounce today on the SPY, if we get a nice big green day, I mean, we are overextended, right? We could see a 1 day bounce, a 2 day bounce before it curls back on over. If we were to see that bounce back up, One of those key levels of resistance is going to be Friday's close at 437.91. The other level that I had drawn up was 435.63 that we bounced off of beautifully here in pre-market. That was the gap fill level, right? I thought we were going to hold that. We cracked it. We are still dropping and falling even lower. Now, what we're doing is we're looking left, right? Looking at old levels to hold up as new levels. So at the absolute lowest, I see 426 from that lower shadow back in October, right? That's still another $5 to the downside. But there is a lot of lower shadows throughout this level. So there's a lot of areas where the SPY could indeed hold on up today. But we know at the lowest, right, we have that really main level, that lower shadow off that big red day back in October down towards around 426.48. Right now, team, this is a tough one to gauge, right? It's not tough, but it's a tough one, okay? It's moving. It's very erratic. It's pretty volatile. Again, what did we do the last couple of weeks? Sit back, be patient, wait to see these setups intraday. Once we see the setup intraday, we get prepared, we attack, we make profit. So right now, okay, it is trying to get back above this lower shadow here, right? You can see that it's respecting this level here in pre-market, 431.51. We came down and bounced. We lost it. We called this an institutional footprint when you come straight down and straight back up around a key level of support or resistance. It's called an IFP, an institutional footprint. And you can just see how it's straight down, back up. Those candles match right at a level of support. So it is trying to hold this 431.51 level, okay? It is trying to hold this 431.51 level. Let's see if that can hold on up. If not, we have room next to 429.34. And then these other lower shadows could be 428.75, 427.23, so on and so forth. But right now, the level that we should keep on watch at this time is going to be 431.51. And if we do bounce, right, we start moving back up, we do have room back up to the next level of intraday support, new resistance. That's going to be 435.63. Anything over that level, it's going to be Friday's close. Okay, Friday's close is going to be one of the strongest levels to get back above. That's right around 438. Okay, the Qs getting smacked to the downside as well. Now, the Qs have resistance right now at 436.22. We break back above that level, we're just looking left, right? We're keeping it easy, looking left. Underneath these pre-market levels of support, 348.46, and then up towards around Friday's close, and Friday's close was 351.69. If we cannot get back above some of these levels of resistance and they turn into support on the Qs, we do have room down to 342.27 on the Qs. And that's a pretty good strong level, right? Look at that double top, and we broke above it with a lot of strength. 342.27. That's going to be a really strong level to see the Qs hold above. And we do have a lot of earnings this week. And if these earnings are good, Apple, Tesla, right? Microsoft, tech, right? The Qs, tech, we could actually see that level hold, and we could see a nice bounce. I'm not saying it's going to be the bottom. It's a bounce. We're going to go straight back up, but we could see the markets bounce and then look to see if we do get that curl, right? That roll back over to see if we have more room to the downside. I kind of think we do. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I kind of think we do have some more room to the downside. Okay, so again, we're looking at the Qs down towards around 342.27. That's a pretty good level of daily support. And if we drop below that level, down towards around 338.19, guys. Okay, so again, I'm not predicting where the Qs are going. We're not predicting where the SPY is going. We're just getting prepared. Where are the best of the best levels? What do we look like right now? We're going to wait 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, get an opportunity to present itself like we've been doing the past couple of weeks, and then we just simply attack. We simply get involved, okay? And what we'll do is we'll keep our eyes on this, and we'll keep our eyes peeled on the SPY and the Qs. And if we see that opportunity, you guys know me, I'll call that out, and we'll take advantage of these opportunities, and we're going to lock in some good profits today, okay? We're going to be watching Tesla, guys, all right? Assuming the market continues to fade and fall, right? We go look at Tesla, we have room to like 873.69, okay? I would say next level would be right around 873.69 here on Tesla, but we are trying to hold this level of support, right? Prior resistance right around 894. We had a nice little bounce level here around 894 as well back here in December. And we can see that we're really trying to hold this level here on Tesla, okay? A little bit of a double bottom as well, right off that level of support, okay? So right now, let's keep Tesla on watch above 887, 81-ish, these pre-market lows, daily bounce play level as well. If we crack below this level, the next level we have room down to here on Tesla, I would say is going to be right around 873.69. And then we have this teeny weeny gap that needs filled here on Tesla all the way down towards around 843. Okay. Now, if Tesla holds this level and we start to see a nice little bounce, we do have room back up to 840 today here on Tesla. Watching Tesla like a hawk. Okay. Right now on NVIDIA, we are sitting right at the 200-day moving average. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bounce right out of the gate because we're going to be opening right at the 200-day moving average. And again, we're very extended to the downside across the board. Think about this when stocks are ripping to the upside and they're overextended to the upside. What happens? They pull back. Okay? There's profit taking. There's sellers. Stocks can get overextended to the downside as well. And what happens? You have shorts covering. You have longs buying the dip. You could see a pullback to the downside. Again, we're very overextended. We're falling into some key levels of support as we can see. On the SPY, we're falling in some good levels. The Qs, falling into some decent levels. Tesla as well. Same thing with NVIDIA. We're falling right into the 200 SMA, and we are very overextended. We could see a decent little bounce today here on NVIDIA. Back up to where? Again, I'm looking at Friday's levels right off the bat. Friday's lows, 232.73. Watching NVIDIA today above the 200 SMA. Okay, we're watching Apple as well. And again, it really depends. We got to watch the SPY and the Qs in, right? The broader market, see what's going on, how things are moving. That's really going to dictate which direction, a lot of these stocks are going to go. Okay, so again, Apple right now, we do have room down the 157.71. But to the long side, if we actually see that bounce today, we have room up to 162.37. I am watching Apple also because we have earnings this week. Disney, I was looking at Disney around this 135 level. Okay, we're actually in this gap fill level right now on Disney, and I like this a lot, right? You see this big gap here on Disney? Humongous gap right through this level here on Disney. We are in this gap fill level. If we cannot get back above 135.19, if we cannot get back above Friday's lows, if we continue the trade under those levels, we do have room to fill this daily gap all the way down to 128. One of the top stocks I'm watching today is Disney, showing a lot of potential for some big time moves. Again, big gap fill here on the daily down towards around 128. Okay, I want to keep this on watch below 135 to 135.19. Then at the highest, Friday's lows. And if we can continue to see us trade under those levels, we do have room to fill that big daily gap to 128. One of my top watches today. Okay. I was watching Home Depot in pre-market off of this prior high. We had a lot of resistance and that 200-day moving average, but as we can see, we currently lost that level. We actually lost the gap fill level momentarily. So again, I was looking at Home Depot. It was looking good in pre-market, but again, since about 7:30, 8 o'clock, we've been seeing the markets roll over and sell off even harder. So again, another stock that I do want to watch is going to be Home Depot. We are very overextended to the downside. We are coming down into a decent level of old resistance, new support. If we see the markets bounce today, that would really help Home Depot bounce off these key levels of old resistance, new support. Definitely watching Home Depot today, guys. No entries and exits right now. Right now, like Disney, right? I don't really have any entries and exits on Home Depot like I do with Disney, like I do with NVIDIA, and Tesla. But again, I do want to really watch Home Depot today. And then Lowe's, same thing, right? Lowe's coming down into that 200-day moving average, guys, right? The 200-day moving average right now is at 214. So if we look at Lowe's, technically speaking, we still have a little bit more room to the downside. We are trying to hold above Friday's lows. Okay, we are trying to hold above this level, but again, if the markets are selling off, the markets are erratic and volatile and still moving lower, okay, we do still have room on lows down towards around that 214 to 215 level, right around that 200-day moving average. So I really like Lowe's. I really like Home Depot. I like Disney today, right? These all have great opportunities to move quick for some big time profits. But always, we're watching the SPY, we're watching the Qs, because the movement here is going to dictate what other things do in the market, especially when we're this volatile. All right, team. So again, I know there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to focus on today, but keep it simple. Okay, be smart, be safe, keep it very, very simple. Let's simplify the process. What should we do? I would say sit back the first 10 to 15 minutes and wait to see what we see on the Qs. Let's wait to see what we have here on the SPY, right? Some of these other stocks we just talked about. Let's see if these opportunities start presenting themselves. And if so, let's get prepared. Let's talk about these opportunities. Let's build our plans. Let's attack them, and let's make some profits. Okay, so for right now, guys, we are very overextended, right? We are down almost 2% on the Qs, 1.6% on the SPY. We don't know what's going to happen the first 5 minutes. We could bounce and start ripping and then curl back on over. We could dump and then bounce. Be smart, sit back, remain patient, and let's wait for the best of the best opportunity. But we have great opportunity today. The market is now live. The market is open. That's what we're looking at today. The reason why, again, we're not trying to predict the market, not trying to predict what's going to happen into the day or tomorrow. Just get prepared like we did. All of our levels and the reasonings, they're these important levels to watch. And then we wait for an opportunity to present itself. That's one of these levels, whether it's to the long side or the short side. Does not matter. Okay? We're prepared, and now we wait. Right? We're all set, ready to rock and roll, guys. And as you guys can see, my broker is not even open. I'm still playing with Fidelity, still having fun with Fidelity, guys. I definitely want to test that. So far, so good. But like I said, I'm not even really putting focus on my main account because I want to make sure we're all on the same playing field during this, very volatile market. So right now, I'm just focused on Fidelity, my small options account with you guys, just making sure we're all here making profits. Got Dougie in chat saying he shorted DWAC over the weekend over a K, $1,000. Good job. Dougie starting off the day strong. Right now, EXTN. We're watching EXTN here right around this 460 level. Again, when it comes to the broader market, the SPY, the Qs, Tesla, NVIDIA, everything else we talked about, it's simply a game of patience, okay? I cannot tell you, I don't think we've traded the SPY, the Qs, or any other large cap stock the first probably 15, 20 minutes the last couple of weeks. But we've traded them, and we've locked in some big time profits. It's not who's in the trade first, who's making money first. It's all about who's walking away with those profits at the end of the day. So for penny stocks, watching the breakout scanner, high of the day momentum scanner, halts and resumes, looking to see where traders want to go. And then right now, sitting back on those hands, just observing the SPY. Okay, we have our levels. We're prepared. We're ready to go. Now we just sit back and be patient, okay, and wait for the opportunity. So again, Disney. If we're looking at Disney here, I like Disney below this 135 level. And the reason I like Disney below this 135 is we have this big gap that needs filled down towards around 128. Now, if you miss the short on Disney, let's say it dumps and it fills the gap at 128, what can you do? You could look to buy the gap fill bounce, right? The dip buy. Okay, if you miss the short on down, you do have potential to grab a long once it fills the gap for a gap fill bounce strategy. So you could play Disney both ways. And if you miss one of the opportunities, don't chase it. Wait for the next opportunity to present itself. Again, we were watching PIXY as PIXY had news. We were watching EXTN. EXTN is easy to borrow. Okay, TD Ameritrade, easy to borrow. I'm sure it's going to be easy to borrow with other mainstream brokers as well. So if we get that really good short opportunity here on EXTN, hey, across the board, we would be able to short this stock, right? Never set up the way I wanted to see it set up. I never grabbed a short here in pre-market, but I am definitely watching EXTN, the short side today, guys. Right now, it's a game of sitting back and being patient. I know I say things a lot. I know I repeat myself a lot, guys. But I want to make sure that I'm repeating myself because I would hate for you guys to jump into a stock, okay? Watch it fade and fall, not managing risk. You're holding the bag. I do not want to see anybody this week holding the bag. I don't want to see anybody this week chasing stocks. I don't want to see anybody this week FOMOing into trades. I want to see you guys remaining patient. Be calm, cool, collected. Wait for your opportunity. There is going to be opportunity, guys. Wait for it. If it's not the first 5 minutes, maybe it comes into the day. Maybe it doesn't come today. Maybe it comes tomorrow. All that matters is we're making money in this market. If that means sitting back on the sidelines for a good majority of it, it's okay, right? We will find the opportunity. It doesn't matter how quick you're making that money, team. So right now, just watching. That's what I'm doing. I'm just watching the markets, looking to see where we're going to be heading. Last thing I want to do is jump into the Qs here, right at resistance, and watch it break resistance and rip to 348. We're only 6 minutes into the day. Okay, let's wait to see, wait to get a proper high reward, low risk setup. Sit back, we relax, and we wait. That, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what we're doing. So right now, team, do we have any questions? Are there any stocks that you're currently watching at this point in time that you want me to take a look at? Rebecca, GMVD. Now, GMVD was a mover last week, right? GMVD was one last week we were looking at for that potential mid-candle breakout formation. Never gave us the mid-candle breakout formation last week over there on GMVD, but right now, as we can see, it is trying to get some action to the upside here. Okay, we need to break $5 again. Okay, we do need to re-break $5. Okay, $5, and then we have room up to 6, and then 674. Absolutely. So right now we're just waiting for this to break and hold 5. Break and hold over 5. That's when we got some opportunity to the upside. Support right now is all the way back down towards around $4.20. AMD, let's go check AMD real quick. AMD, massive gap down. Again, we're looking at Friday's lows. That's how I've been playing the last couple of weeks, and it's working out beautifully. So Friday's lows was 118.50. Okay, so we do bounce back up. 118.50 is going to be resistance. We can see we have support right now, right around 114.62. Have the upper shadow back in, it's like August, okay? Now, if we fall below this level, looks like we'll be coming down towards around 112.85 next, Trading Hunter. Okay, 112.85 would be next here on AMD. If we lose 114.62, if we hold up, we have room up to 118.50, which is Friday's lows there on AMD. NEO, again, same thing, guys. When we have these big gap downs, we're looking at prior day levels. So NEO, NIO, right now, 27.25 is where it has room to go. 27.25. We are bouncing off a kinda Kinda. A little bit of that daily bounce play, 25.46. We lost it here, bouncing back up. So, I mean, we have that $25 natural support, right? $25, just a whole level of psychological natural support. But if we crack below that low of day and we lose 25 bucks, looking at the daily chart, we have room down to 23.60, then potentially filling that daily gap all the way down to 22.30 there on NIO. So what I would say on NEO, if we crack below low a day and we crack 25 bucks and we stay below 25 bucks, you could look to short this down to 23.60 and then 22.30. Now, if we hold on up, right, and we look good to the long side, where could you take this long? Friday's lows of $27.50. PIXY has room to 172 right now. Has room to 172. As you guys know, I've been extremely patient lately. I haven't really been trading out of the gate, especially using Fidelity. I do not want to jump into a trade and then something happen and not be able to get out quick. I am still testing it. It's new to me. I've been really patient the first 15, 20 minutes out of the gate, guys. Really waiting for that killer opportunity. And right now, it's not with EXTN. Right now, yes, we are moving up on PIXY, but we're still early. 11 minutes into the day. Do you want to be a buyer here and watch it dump to 140 and be like, man, I wish I was patient? No, you don't want to be a buyer here and watch it dump on back down, right? Wait for a setup. What's the setup, right? Where's the opportunity? Where's that high reward, low risk, A+ setup? Where is it, right? I don't see it right now. Until I see it, I'm just chilling. I'm just sitting back, relaxing. Right now, I'm watching EXTN here. Is it going to bounce on back up, or is it going to continue to crack? We got the 9 EMA holding the stock down as resistance. You are below that 460, so you got the 9 EMA as resistance, 460 resistance. We have room down to 425 next here on EXTN. All right, we do have some room down towards around 428, 425-ish. On EXTN. We are below 460. We are below that 9 EMA. We saw the 9 EMA cross the view app as well. Keep this on watch as we still show potential to the downside here on EXTN. See how low EXTN wants to go. EXTN right now does have room down to that 425, 428 level. But here's the thing you got to think of too, guys. When a stock is easy to borrow on a mainstream broker, what do people do? They want to short the living crap out of it, correct? Correct. So if you have a lot of new traders that never get to short, and they're like, wow, I can short now. What may happen at some point? They all start covering, right? Which causes buy orders, which causes a little bit of a short squeeze. It's easy to borrow across the board, right? It's easy to borrow. That could definitely pull this stock down very, very quick as you have a lot of sell orders coming into the short side. Everybody's looking to short the stock that they can never short, right? You can never short on TD. It's rare. You can't short on E-Trade, Fidelity. It's rare for a penny stock. So then you have all these traders jumping into the short side. The second traders get scared and it starts bouncing, you could see what we call a short squeeze as you have an abundance of people jumping into the short side. So just make sure if you're in the short, you are locking in your profits, right? Managing it safe. If it starts squeezing, get out, because you could see what we call a short squeeze because there's a lot of traders, I would say newer traders, getting into the short side This is the first penny stock that has been easy to borrow for a very long time. SPY new low a day, guys. We're getting ready to take our attention over to the SPY and the Qs. SPY new low a day. Getting ready to take our attention over to the SPY and over to the Qs. Coming down to that 429.34 level, guys. So let's go watch the SPY. You guys are shorting EXTN, just remember what I just said. Remember what I just said. It's the first time a short has been available. Very long time. A lot of traders are like, oh my gosh, I can short it on TD, E-Trade, Fidelity. Let me short. Now you got a lot of newer retail traders shorting a stock that they really can never short before on one of these mainstream brokers. You could see a little bit of a squeeze today if we do start to see a bounce. All right, so just be mindful about that. SPY hitting a new low a day. Surprisingly, Home Depot still grinding on up. Disney fading and falling here. I am looking for the entry on Disney, guys. I am looking for the short entry on Disney coming on up. I like Disney for the gap fill, especially if the overall market is still showing a lot of weakness. So here's what I'd be looking for on Disney. Right? I'd like to see it bounce back up into this prior level of support, aka new resistance, number one. Number two, we do have this intraday downtrend. Okay, so we are below those levels that we were talking about. We have that big gap to be filled down towards around 128. Okay, if we can stay below old support as new resistance and below this downtrend, right, we do have a short opportunity coming on up here on Disney, and I would look to short this down to like 128, guys. I would. So let's keep this on watch here. Disney is one of my stocks that I am watching right now, like one of the top stocks I'm watching. I am watching Tesla down towards around this 873 mark. Right now, we're still just observing. We're still doing our TA, looking to see where the opportunity is here. Where are we going to nail this opportunity? What's the best opportunity? GMVD, guys, over $5 looks good. All right, if you want to jump into a penny stock, right? Your top two pennies right now is going to be PIXY and GMVD. GMVD team, over $5. Has room back to these highs, right? That's 10%. Now, if we can break over these intraday highs, your next level of resistance is $6.11 and then $6.74. Again, $5 support right now here on GMVD. Got GMVD looking like it could set up here very, very soon. PIXY has room to 192 and then $2. How's DWAC looking? Nothing really happening there. BBIG, nothing right now. SBEV, nothing right now, guys. The top penny stocks that you guys should be focused on, okay, is going to be GMVD, number one. Number two, PIXY. We just broke above that 172 level. 170 to 172. What could you look for? Look to buy the pullback, right? The stock just broke over resistance. Old resistance turns into new support. Old resistance is right around 168 to 170. We see PIXY pull back down to 168, 170. You can see that next leg up to 192 and then $2 there on PIXY. But I'm watching Disney here, guys. I'm watching Disney right now. One of my top stocks that I'm thinking about possibly pulling the trigger on coming on up is going to be Disney team. Okay. Again, I think we have room down to 128. About $5 to the downside. About $5 to the downside. I am watching Disney right now like a hawk. But at the same time, I want to make sure I'm watching the SPY. Right? I want to make sure I'm watching the indexes, the ETFs, right? Because if the SPY rips and the Qs rip, that may completely crush the trade here on Disney. So again, below 133.34 and this downtrend, guys, I am thinking about a short. All right, cool. So we got some Disney going, guys. We have some Disney going. I want to continue to see the SPY drop. I'm going to put Disney off to the side. Right? I am watching my Disney short right now. I am watching my Disney short right now. Low 133. Right now, I think we should definitely be watching the SPY as well. If we see the SPY start to set up for a rebound and it starts to look like it's going to bounce, we definitely want to keep those stops tight on Disney. Again, the markets correlate really, really tight together, right? The markets do correlate really, really tight together. Again, we start to see the SPY and the Qs and the indexes rip. Hey, Disney could rip as well. Very strong buying there on Disney. Very strong buying there. It dropped all the way down close to low a day. Then you saw it bounce right back up. So still holding that short position with stops over 133.34. I'm risking about 50 cents a share on Disney. I'm still holding it. I'm only risking about 50 cents a share here. I like the entry. I like the opportunity below 133, below the downtrend, below pre-market lows. We just want to see it get pulled down below 132.16. You know, if I have to get out for a small paper cut just to wait for it to set back up for a better entry, hey, can do it. We're looking at the SPY intraday, right? We had that little bounce level right around 429.66. 9 EMA that's been held down so far, right? The SPY's been held down by the 9 EMA so far. That could be a potential entry to start a short position here on the SPY up towards around 430. Let's see. If this is a nice two-legged pullback, we could be looking to enter some shorts here on the SPY off a two-legged pullback, off a 9 EMA rejection, and old support turning into new resistance. Okay? So I'm looking for a potential entry coming on up to the short side here on the SPY. And this would be a little bit of a two-legged pullback, right? Nice big decline with increased volume, right? We are bouncing back up into those two key levels on decreased volume. This could be a nice two-legged pullback, but we need to wait to make sure we are going to stay rejected and we are going to stay below this level. SPY's bouncing pretty hard here, back on up. Sitting back, being patient. No entries on the SPY. Next level, we want to see the SPY stay below 430.70. A 430.70. Initial low a day, right around that pre-market low. Ideally, I'd like to see this candle close below the 9 EMA. I would definitely jump into a short, guys. I would definitely jump into a short. If we close just like this, right now, what you see on the spot, if we close just like this, I would jump into a short with stops above 431. I'd be looking to take this back down the low a day and then 427 on the spot. Then 427. I would think about shorting this right now, guys. Stops over 431. Right? You do not want to see a close above 430 and the 9 EMA. Right? That was a nice solid rejection right there at that level of resistance. That's a nice two-legged pullback. We could easily see this back down at low a day and then 427.23 here on the SPY. But what I'm still noticing is pretty erratic, right? Pretty erratic market. It's moving pretty violently right now. You're talking 50 cents to $1 at a time here on the SPY. Looks to be a good two-legged pullback for a decent short. Right now, it's squeezing a lot out right now. So still trying to get an idea of these market conditions at this point in time as well, guys. How's GMVD looking? GMVD is still trying to hold above $5. And again, GMVD does not look bad at all above 5. SBEV, nothing there. BBIG, nothing there. Still watching DWAC, guys, because DWAC is bouncing right now, T, off the 20 EMA, and it's also trying to hold above prior resistance. Look at that 65.89 resistance. 65.89 resistance. $65 is the 20 EMA. This could be a great bounce level here on DWAC. You do have room back up to 71.37 here on DWAC, guys. So I do like DWAC a lot. Above $65, DWAC looks good. Back up to high a day, and then 71.37. I'm still holding my short on Disney. I do like the gap fill. I do like the gap fill on Disney. So I'm still, haven't been stopped out of Disney. Took a little bit of heat, but again, right now, still trying to get pulled down below low a day. Again, my stop is over this previous high. I'm risking about 25 cents. I'm sorry, 50 cents on Disney. And, you know, this is going to be a longer term hold throughout the day. You know, usually I scalp my trades, but I look at Disney and I see this big gap that needs filled all the way down to like 28. I do see a lot of potential here, $4 to $5 to the downside here on Disney. And I was in right here off this downtrend, took a little bit of heat. Right now I'm still kind of in the green. My stop is going to be right over that high at 133.25, which is about 50 cents a share. Is my stop loss right now. Potential down to 128. So look at that risk reward from 133 to 128. That's $5. How much am I risking? 50 cents, 60 cents at the most. Like a 9 to 1, 10 to 1 setup. I'll take those odds. I'll take those odds to get a nice entry, to be patient, to wait for it, waiting for that confirmation to potentially get $5 a share to risk 50, 60 cents. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I like those odds, guys. I like those odds a lot. So GMVD lost it momentarily, but got right back above 5. And I really like these formations when we see these set up. Like, I really like these quick losses followed by a quick rebound. So if you go look at GMVD, you wanted to see it hold above $5. Came down and bounced, lost it momentarily, right back above, pulled back to 5, and then got a nice bounce off that level. So, I mean, again, if you would have got that trade, you only taken maybe 15 cents a heat. But it immediately rebounded right back above 5, pulled back and retested, showing that traders want to hold this stock over $5. And now, nice little 20 to 25 cent bounce above $5. So GMVD still looking good, still looking strong, back up to $5.50, $5.58, and then $6, and then $6.74. They're on GMVD. Nothing with PIXY. Right now, I'm looking to see if we get a lot of buying volume here on EXTN. Why? Why would I be looking for a lot of buying volume? We talked about it. Easy to borrow, right? It's easy to borrow here on TD. E-Trade, Fidelity, right? A lot of traders that use these mainstream brokers, they never have an opportunity to short a penny stock. So now you have a penny stock that's easy to borrow. What do you think these traders are going to do? Holy moly, I can short? Hey, let's short. What happens when they're underwater and they're taking losses? They have to cover their position. What happens when shorts cover their position? Creates buy orders. So you have longs looking to buy the dip and then shorts panicking because they're newer shorts to the market. They've never shorted before. Now they're shorting. They may get scared. They get scared a little bit. They may start covering that position, guys. What happens? Boom. Get a nice little pop. You see some great volume move into the long side. I'm definitely watching ENTX here, or EXTN, I'm sorry, EXTN. That potential short squeeze today, guys, right? We're just thinking trading psychology. All trading psychology at this point. If we start to see this back above 460, guys, in the VWAP, I think this could be a good long. I really do think this could be a good long to 5 and then 529 here on EXTN. Based on trading psychology. The fact that not a lot of traders that use these mainstream brokers get to short penny stocks, and now they can. And now they're excited and they want to jump on into these shorts. We saw this one time with IO, ticker IO, a couple years ago. I think it was IO. I'll have to go back and check. But we saw a massive short squeeze that day. And what was contributed to the short squeeze? The fact that it was easy to borrow on every mainstream broker. So keep that in mind, right? Be mindful about what we just talked about here on EXTN. Let's see some volume move in. We could see some potential. Still short on Disney. I have yet to bring my stop down, guys, but I'm still short on Disney. I haven't brought my stop down yet. I don't see a reason to bring the stop down, and I have not added yet either. I may think about adding soon. Again, I want to wait to get the best of the best add. Maybe if it comes back up towards around 132.31, right? Selling off. Maybe if we get a nice little pullback into the 9 EMA, prior support, new resistance, right? I may look to add off that level for the next drop. I want to continue to add to this short position. I do see that room down to that 128 level. Right now, we're up about $1.20 a share from the entry, right? We were shorting the stock right below 133, up about $1.20 to $1.50 a share right now on Disney. Looks like Corey grabbed some Disney puts. Nice, nice. And that's what I'm looking at too, Corey. Exactly what you just said. The Q's putting in that little inverted head and shoulders. The SPY was looking like it wanted it, but the SPY just hit a new low a day as well. So right now, I'm feeling confident with the Disney puts, with the Disney short at this point in time. If it was a bigger position, I'd be scaling out, but it's not a big position. I'm not going big with Fidelity yet because again, I'm still getting my feet wet with Fidelity. Still getting my feet wet. Until I'm confident with the platform, I'm keeping the size relatively small. So I only took 100 shares here, but I'm looking for that nice $4 to $5 move, slow and steady throughout the day, unless we see the Qs or the SPY really set up for like a solid reversal and we see a strong bounce, I'm still holding Disney short. Still holding Disney short. You guys were grabbing the SPY short. You took a little bit of heat here. Remember? You said stopped over 431. You didn't close above 431. Taking a little bit of heat, but you were never stopped out. You hit low a day. Your next target to the downside is 427.23, guys. So you are officially in the green. You're up right now about $2 a share on the SPY puts. Didn't really do anything with the Qs. Really call anything out there with the Qs, but hey. We got some SPY puts, a nice little SPY short. Never stopped out. Now we're just in the green. We still have that room to the next target, guys. Your next target to start locking in some profits here on the SPY, 427.23. Getting very close. Don't be greedy over 10, 20 cents. Please do not be greedy over 10 to 20 cents, okay? Start scaling out. Start locking in some profits if you want. I'm still holding Disney right now. I may think about scaling out on a small position because, again, green is green, green is good, right? That's the saying here inside the chat. Green is green, green is good. New low a day on Disney. SPY's bouncing a little bit here. Hey, Jay Cohen. Hey, he's back in the game, ladies and gentlemen. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jay Cohen back in the game. Grabbing the SPY puts, baby. I'm talking about. Let's get it. Let's go. I guess today I was a very generous person. I completely spaced once again. YouTubers, enjoy the rest of your day. I mean, I was in the zone here. We were in the zone. We were trading Disney. We were in SPY puts to the short side. GMVD off of $5. I mean, that was it. I didn't see anything on PIXY. Didn't see anything yet on EXTN. So again, we didn't trade those, but we had a good setup on GMVD that I'm sure some of you guys took. We saw the SPY. We saw Disney. So again, I completely spaced that we were still live on YouTube because again, we were just in the zone making profits for 37 minutes of the day. So ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your day. I hope you guys were locking in some profits there. I locked in some profits on Disney. I don't take 2 trades at a time. I never grabbed the SPY, but if you guys were grabbing the SPY, like some members inside of chat, definitely lock in some profits here on the SPY. Right now, my stop loss would be above the 9 EMA if you guys are in this. You do have room to 427.23, 426.52. Texas Cowboy over here riding some calls on the inverse ETF UVXY. Come on, let's clap it out, team. Let's clap it out, team. That is what I'm talking about. Woo! My goodness, guys. You guys are coming in and absolutely crushing it. My goodness. My goodness, guys. You guys are just crushing it right now. Good job and good work. You guys are rocking right now. You guys are rocking right now. That's what I'm talking about. I got Texas with those UVXY calls. I love it. I love it. Getting prepared. Jay Cohen with those SPY puts. I love that one too. We got Corey over here riding some Disney puts. I'm going to give that a big old heart as well, buddy. Good job. We got some profits already starting off our beautiful day. Not even 35 minutes into the day, and we're already locking in some great profits. I'm talking about, guys. Don't predict the market. Don't jump in. Don't FOMO in, right? Wait for your setup. It took us like 20 minutes to wait for an entry. 20 minutes. But we got it. We nailed it. We're up big time. So good job, team. And GMVD? GMVD right now, again, your next level was that 550, but here's what I like to do, especially when any stocks have been choppy and erratic lately, right, is I like to lock in profits from $5 to $5.30. That's 30 cents a share. What if you had 1,000 shares? That's $300. I like $300. I like it, right? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take my money and get paid because if you just do $300 a year, right, or $300 a day over the course of a year, what does that equate to? That's like 80 grand, 90 grand. I'll take it all day, every day. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Enjoy your day, traders. We're all set, ready to rock. Yeah, and Disney's getting pulled down too. Corey, dude, what's your percentage gain right now on those Disney puts? I took it for $1.50 a share to the downside. I took it to $1.50 a share to the downside on Disney. I did lock in profits. You know me, I'm a big lock in profit fan. I love locking in my profits. Always. UVXY, new high. No, you should have new high a day on UVXY, buddy. New high a day. Yeah. New high a day. So UVXY, you're crushing it. VXX, another inverse ETF, doing well. SPXS doing great also. GMVD still holding on up, looking good. If you guys are long on that, you have room to 550, then 558, locking in those profits, crushing it. What's our percentage decline right now here on the Qs? We are officially down. Guys, we're 16% on the Qs. We're 4% away from crash territory. On the SPY, what are we down right now? Down. We are down 10%. We've officially crossed, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. We are no longer in pullback territory on the SPY. We are officially in correction territory on the SPY. We are 4% away from being in crash territory on the Qs. But we have earnings this week. We could see the earnings assist with a bounce here in the overall market. So be smart. Trade safe like you have been. Keep crushing it like we have been. Let's just keep locking in those profits. Taking some of these short-term day trading profits and doing what with them? Stashing them. Setting them aside. Buying some dips, baby. 47%. Hey, I'll take it, though. 47%? I made 1%, Corey. I made 1%. You made 47. Why am I not trading options? I don't know.